So good morning. Welcome to today's webinar on digital tools and how we're going to help you go to market with them. My name is Molly Nices. I'm a national sales executive here at Maple Ridge Farms, and I get the pleasure this morning of really helping you ramp up your gourmet gift knowledge. Also joining us today is Joelle Salaker. She will be monitoring our chat area for any incoming questions. So don't be afraid to jump into the conversations. Trends tell us that gourmet gifts are going to be a hot market again this year. So in this webinar, we're going to talk about why customers are choosing those gourmet gifts and how we can go to market with them. We have some really great insights and tools to help you kick off the season right. We have a lot to dig into, so we're going to, devour it right off the bat. I just want to point out that, the gourmet corporate food gift market is a $7.2 billion market. That's based on packaged facts. So they're out there buying gifts. We want to help you get your share of that market. And all we do is food. Here at Maple Ridge Farms, we have over 40 years in business with just gourmet gifting. But what's really exciting is that our core team has over 160 years combined experience. So the value and the worth behind that 160 years is truly remarkable. And just a side note, we've processed over 1 million orders since we began, so you can really come to depend on us. Half of all business gifts purchased through the holidays are food gifts. So if you think about that, and this stat is according to American Express, that's a really incredible number. And Nation's Business magazine tells us that food gifts are the best business gift for the holidays because they're something everyone can enjoy, and they're usually not too expensive. But why do so many businesses purchase food gifts? They're fun. It's a no-brainer gift because everybody loves gourmet food and they're going to remember that great food. You have very little worry about duplication and they can be shared across families and across other situations. But when are they buying? I love this particular graph in this stat because it's so important to remember that although the fourth quarter is just ramping up, they're making their buying decisions in October. So if you really want to be considered in that mix of what they're going to buy, it's really important to get in front of them now. This graph is great. It shows us who some of the key buyers tend to be. Financial services, technology companies, and banks remain the top three. But what we've really come to see, especially over the last 18 to 24 months, is you can't really even pigeonhole it into these categories. We've seen as a sales staff, just about every industry come to us with different projects. Our market research firm we worked with, and they interviewed dozens of business gift buyers to kind of find out what they found more important when they're purchasing their food gifts. And there's a few really key important points that we're going to talk about really briefly and how they translate into the benefits that you can offer your customers. Super simple. You are going to make it more convenient. You're going to help them develop a turnkey program and not just sell gifts to them. When you talk about exceptional quality and freshness, that's really going to be a positive promotion on their image because fresher gifts are packed to order and they're going to say something great about the sender. Maple Ridge Farms is an FDA, regulated facility. So that's a really key point because that is the level of excellence and safety when it comes to food. And we offer individual shipment and cart enclosures. Within that individual shipment, we offer multiple delivery options. And a really interesting fact is that about 50% of our shipments last year went to individual locations. We all kind of saw that shift within the market. Maple Ridge has been doing that for years. Our team of logistics and shipping pros have that all down. We're never going to send catalogs and promotional literature in with those gifts. We're never going to try to sell directly to those recipients of those gifts. And as always, we offer risk-free purchasing. It's super important to remind your clients that the gifts that you're going to provide them are going to promote their company. That's the goal. It's not to promote ours. Gifts from a lot of the food gift companies, the big giant online store retailers, big box companies are going to come covered with their logo. So when you look at this comparison chart, it's really easy to see that the bottom line is you're going to offer them that personal service, fresh gifts, imprinted items. We can offer custom packaging, that individual shipment and cards. The only thing you're lacking is that massive marketing prowess. We're going to help you with that with a ton of really easy tools. There are a few really basic challenges when it comes to marketing food gift programs. The basic one is being typecast. Customers don't think of you for their food gifts. They only think of promotional products. We're going to help you become aware in that situation so that they know that you're the best source for gourmet gifting. And because 85 to 95% of food gifts are typically given in the fourth quarter, you tend to have to start fresh every year with your marketing efforts. Again, we're going to help make that super easy. So we're going to start talking about all these great things. I mean, it's the reason why you're all here today, right? So learn how we can help you digitally market Maple Ridge Farms. The easiest place to start is always going to be our website. Our website offers a mass amount of material for you to go to market with. Our resource center includes things like e-catalogs, lookbooks, and a ton more. We're going to, step through those in just a moment. But I always like to also remind our great set of customers that our distributor section also has, things like order status, on-demand webinars, and distributor specials. So don't forget to check that out while you're there as well. When you click into our resource center, you're going to see a whole list and library of great tools to start with. The most basic one being our e-catalogs. When you click into the e-catalogs, you're going to be presented with a ton of digital lookbooks. Right now, we have a variety of different lookbook themes, ranging from work from home, unforgettable gift giving, and obviously the newest holiday lookbook. Digital lookbooks are a great tool to put in an e-blast or email signature marketing. We all send a ton of emails every day. A really simple concept for no touch marketing is to throw that link to one of those digital lookbooks in your signature and just watch the conversations get started. Our e-catalogs are a really simple way to get your clients and prospects to know that you offer food as a promotional solution. And it's delicious food on top of that. Your customers don't think of you as that source for unique gifting experience. So the easiest way to help them understand that you have what they need, simply show them. We currently have 3 digital versions of our 2021 full line catalog available, assuring that we have the solution for all your marketing needs, whether it's our standard e-catalog, a completely unbranded one, or probably the most requested is the personalized version. By simply clicking on that customize and share the full line catalog that you see in the middle there, it's going to pop you over to Zoom Custom. If you don't have an account, it's easy to sign up for one for free. By clicking on the customize button within that e-catalog section, you're going to get to, start. All you have to do is name your catalog and click start. Super easy. Once you're in that section and you have named your catalog and you're getting started, it's going to give you a few simple options. The first one being, do you want to put your logo on it? Once you've created your Zoom, you can always upload one right to your profile and choose that one. Or you can upload a new logo for this catalog only. Once you upload that logo, and you can see on there, we're kind of showing the your logo here version. Once you click it, it's going to drop it onto that cover and you simply drag it where you want it. Whether you want it on the left, the right, the center, however you want your catalog to look. Then click next. Now you get to choose what kind of contact information you want to show. Again, you can click the no contact. Most people are going to want their either custom contact information or the info that they've uploaded to their Zoom profile. Either one works. Both are super simple. Then you just have to remember to click save. Once you click save, you're going to get the options to either copy that link directly so that you can use it however you want. Again, email signatures are a perfect place to put them. E-blasts, links to your website, however you want to do it. You can also review the catalog by opening it or edit it if you have changes you want to make. What we love is the what you should do next. They give you a couple really easy options. You can send it directly to your customers, your team, or your contact list right in an email. You can add it directly to your website by getting the embed code, or you can share it directly to your followers on social media. Next, probably another one of the most requested, tools to use out there are flyers. Whether you're creating an e-blast or, saving it as a JPEG to use in different social media, super easy either way. We currently have about 40 different flyers on our website. You can go in and you can click to download the PDF, the JPEG, again, however you depend on using it. Or you can click on that great create button at the top of the page, and it's going to take you back to Zoom Custom for a large variety of flyers that you can personalize. We currently have about 10 flyers available here that you can add your contact info to, and even logos. Just find the ones that you want, and again, click customize to get started. Here's a really easy example. This is our great 20% off gifts flyer. It's one of them that are in there. You can click images, text, shapes to really drop in whatever info you want. To add a logo, simply click on the images link in the upper corner, upload your image from your computer and click add. It's going to drop it onto the flyer where you can resize it, drag it to wherever you want, really create that custom look that you're going for. If you want to add text, super simple to do as well. Click the text button, choose whichever fun or simple font. There's a ton to choose from. And then once you click add, it's going to pop up another box where you can enter whatever text you want. I've seen everything from company names to emails, phone numbers, to even a direct message, if that's what you're going for. You can increase the size, the bold, italics, and then again, drag it to wherever you want as far as placement on the flyer. Then all you have to do is click save and publish. As soon as you do that, your screen's going to refresh and you're going to get two new options in the upper right corner. You can either download, which will let you download it to your computer as a PDF or a PNG. Again, great for e-blast or social media marketing. Or you can click share, where you're going to get a link to that flyer that you can, share in email signatures, directly in your marketing efforts. You can share it directly to social media, or get the code to embed that flyer directly on your website. We've talked a bit about social media in the last few minutes, but our team here has done some really creative, fabulous work where we've pre-designed a lot of social media posts. We always talk about copy and paste. We've made it easy to simply copy and post, whether it be for specific food themed holidays coming up or everything else under the sun. We have ones for new gifts, for different categories, for made in the USA. There's even some that are, eye capturing and movement. So be sure to check that out. There's a ton there to really inspire you. Lifestyle images. We've all seen how a picture, speaks 1,000 words. And we put together some really great in-use lifestyle images that, again, can be used for social media, for creating your own flyers. We know a lot of you do have your own teams that put artwork together and concepts. You can easily pull images and download them straight from our website to get started. Here's just a few examples. I mean, that delicious ham definitely is going to, get the juices flowing and really spark some creativity and ask them where they can get those kind of products. Here's another one. It's going to show it in use. It's our great, salty and snack acacia tray, and it's showing it in use. But it's a dynamic image that will also capture their attention. We have a ton of case histories. All of the case histories in this section on our website are end user safe. So they kind of work twofold. You can easily share them with your customers, but simply by browsing through them, it can really spark your imagination as well and give you a few ideas as to how gourmet gifts can be the solution for your customers' projects. We have a ton of great videos. Right now we have about 30, just over 30 eye-catching and end user safe videos that you can share on your various platforms, whether it be, Facebook, LinkedIn, any of those. They're super fun and exciting, and they're really going to get the conversation starting. But if you're building your own marketing pieces, we have a full library of our catalog images to help assist. Simply start with the category you're looking for. Once you click into it, you'll see all of our products that fit into that category. So you can download any of those images that you may need. But don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it, and check out all of our great social media platforms. Simply follow us on those platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. It's a really great way to capture some end user safe content that our team has already put together. You can, easily reshare it or repost it. Beyond the website, our sales team is definitely here and ready to help. There's additional marketing tools, digital wise, and so forth that we can help with, whether it be things like virtual samples, lookbooks. We can take those virtual images and create, an end user safe PDF deck with your contact information on the back page that you can simply forward to them to give them ideas, whether it be certain price points or certain project ideas, all with their logo on the images. Again, we can also do flyers complete with the order form on the back page. So if you need help with any of the virtuals, lookbooks, lifestyle images, or more, don't be afraid to contact our sales team. We're here and we're ready and waiting to help. A quick note before we move too much further and not to be forgotten is company store programs. They're often hosted on digital platforms, and company stores can generate thousands of dollars in additional sales. Simply by adding a food company to your current company store, you can really increase those sales by upwards of $10,000. So if you have them, be sure to reach out, because 30% of our business has been coming from company stores, with our largest program last year being over 450,000. It's a little bit of an aberration, but most programs can, increase your sales anywhere from $10,000 to $75,000, with the average being about 15 to 20. So we've really been able to help distributors write some incredible company store business. So don't hesitate to reach out and ask for some help with that huge market. And pop-up stores, kind of along the same line, have been gaining a ton of momentum. What's a pop-up store? It's a really quick and easy web store, kind of similar to a full company store, but without long-term commitments. We see them often used to drive like event merchandise, short-term promotions, very often holiday buying. So what makes them unique is they're a little bit more personalized and tailored to a project. And, it's a really great way that you can talk business with your clients. Before we go, I know today's topic was digital marketing, but beyond all those great marketing tools that we just kind of touched on, don't forget that our team is here to be your best resource. We're ready to jump in and help with any of your holiday sales and really help them soar. So before we do wrap up, I wanted to give a shout out to a few great promotions that we're currently running that can help you do just that. One is, we all know the saying, sample sell. The easiest way to sell Maple Ridge Farms is to allow your client the pure enjoyment of tasting it. So with spec samples and random samples, we can offer them at 50% off through the end of October. And that's 50% off the EQP net. So definitely a great way to get something in their hands. We can even include that note card at no charge and send it directly to your customer, making it super easy to get the experience in their hands. When you're sending out a gourmet gift on your own, don't be shy of sharing that you're their #1 source for a decadent branded food gift. You're the best advocate for promotional products. So by sending your own gourmet treats to customers now, you get to generate interest and leading them to ask, this is really great. Where can I get it from my client? So just because the recipient, they're the recipients, they don't always draw the line together that they can get your hands on it. So reach out, keep that communication open. Oftentimes they're going to be going someplace else because they don't know they can go through you. We are currently running a great promotion for self-promotion through the end of October. You can essentially take 20% off anything in our line that's not already on sale and ship it as late as December 3rd. This is a great promo that we've been running all the time. It's a really great way to help your customers touch base on, locking in pricing and inventory and getting to share a little bit of extra savings. This promotion is currently set to run out at the end of the month, but as a webinar attendee exclusive, we're going to extend this 20% off for early order discounts through October 15th for you. Simply, look at our line, pick out a gift that's not already on sale, and we can take 15% off or 20% off, as long as it's over $10 on a C. And we can ship it as late as December 3rd, packed with fresh food right prior to shipment. Great food generates enthusiasm, and that enthusiasm is going to help bring in orders. So, be sure to connect with every client. Ask if they or anyone else in their company is buying food for the holidays, and explain that you can provide them with cost-effective programs that, can really help save them from having to go to retail or mail order companies. Talk to us about catalogs and those digital tools and samples, but don't forget to follow up, and most importantly, follow through. Some really simple questions you can talk about when you're discussing these kind of programs with your customers. Ask them about their current holiday recognition programs. Ask them to share with you what they like about the gift they're getting. And if there were pain points, address them ahead of time. Chances are you're going to be able to help them resolve that ahead of time and not even have those issues again this year. And find out what their true objective is as far as their gift giving needs. You know, when you get to secure that connection and the opportunity and you get to make those full presentations, just a hint, if you get the face-to-face, schedule them just before lunch or supper or right at the end of the business day. That's when your clients are going to be the hungriest. You know, bring or send the samples to generate those more enthusiasm and confirm your claim on that high quality. Talk about their methods of distribution. Are they going to go to one location or to individual drop ships? You can help them with all of that. And be sure to ask about budget and price points before suggesting specific gifts. It's going to really let you shine and let them know that you're thinking ahead. Your mission, as we say, is to make every one of your customers aware that you are their #1 source for food gifts. So before we go, we're going to take some questions, but I do want to let everybody know that we will be sending a follow-up email within the next 24 hours. It's going to have a link to this presentation as well as all the marketing tools we've discussed. Joelle, it looks like we got quite a bit in the chat and questions. What can we address today?
Hey, Molly. Yes, great presentation today. Thank you very much. So much information. Like Molly said, we're going to follow up with a great email with a ton of links that will help you with your marketing needs. There was an email about how often should you post to social media?
You know, I see it go all over the place. I see some customers that really want to reach out once a week, once every other week. I see customers that post a couple times a week. It depends on your interaction level with your, you know, on your platforms. If you're seeing a lot of interaction back and forth, it doesn't hurt to post more often, especially closer to as you move into the fourth quarter. But once a week, I see is probably the typical for most of the customers I work with.
Okay. And then as for email marketing, Molly, what would you suggest? I would like to just throw out there for email marketing. I mean, if we look at some of our competitors, the ones that we talk about, like the big box retailers here in David, Hickory Farms, I'm not sure if anyone else receives their emails, but they are shooting emails out 1 to 2 times a day, 7 days a week. So I guess it really depends how aggressive you really want to get in your marketing plans and how many clients and how much business you want to get.
Exactly. I mean, I see with the customers I work with and the emails I get, I see everything in between from, you know, once a week to, like Joelle said, multiple times a day. Like she said, it's just a matter of how you want to go to market, how aggressive you want to be. But, you know, whether it be something like email wise, you know, creating a really simple e-blast with one of those flyers, there's a ton to choose from. You know, you can create them and send them off sporadically.
And all the promotions we have out there, we always have an end user friendly version, which doesn't have any of the coding. It leaves a spot for your logo. So if you don't see something, reach back out to us. We probably can find something that's usable or that fits your need. So
for sure. I always recommend if you're looking for something in particular and you don't see it, I know there's a ton of different information. And I always recommend if it's your first time going into that section, you know, block out a little bit of time and kind of play with everything that's in there because there's so much to see. But if you are looking for something specific and you do not see it, reach out to our team. We're usually able to get our hands on exactly what you're looking for or something that'll work just as well.
Molly, there was a question regarding the random sample. Could you flip back to that slide? They were looking for the promo code for random samples.
Yep, and we have all those at the end too, and I guess I just didn't go that far. So spec samples and randoms are both EQP less 50%. I think spec samples tend to have a little bit more impact. However, random samples work great if you need something quickly. And depending on where you're shipping it to and what the gift is, we can usually get random samples out within about 2 days, usually 2 to 3 days. Specs tend to be 3 to 5, depending on what you're looking for. But again, we always get them out the door and in your client's hands as quickly as we can, because we know time is of the essence. And the sooner we can get that in their hands, the better.
Super. Molly, what type of products do we have that are gluten-free?
We have quite a bit actually, as far as the gluten-free gifts. I love the fact that all of our toffees are gluten-free. Our cocoa dusted truffles and our caramels are gluten-free as well.
Wonderful.
And then of course, cheese, sausage.
Molly, one thing I want to go back to is the 20% off early order discounts. Some questions that do come up is people, I think, forget like how the program works, that it's so great that they just have to order now and place their order now, but they don't have to ship until later.
Yep. We'll go back to that one really quick. I love this because it's something we've done long before all of these supply chain concerns have come in. And let me just say too, that's something that is always a question, is supply chain issues. We're really not foreseeing a lot of concerns there. We import very little. We're really set good on inventory, and we are constantly bringing in fresh food. So it's not like we have a warehouse sitting with all this food for the whole season. It's scheduled, it's coming in on a regular basis. We're getting new stuff every day. But this is a great way to save your customers a little bit and kind of instill a little bit of urgency and a little bonus for ordering early. Simply place your order by October 15th. So get us your order. We're going to hold your inventory. We're going to hold that great 20% pricing. It's going to be 20% off on anything that's over $10 on a C that's not already on sale. Then you have until the first week in November to get us your shipping list, any proof approvals, any cards, all of those kind of miscellaneous details. And then we're going to ship it as late as December 3rd. So, you know, you can order now, save big, ship later, and everybody really kind of wins on that one. I love the fact that they're still going to be packed fresh right before they ship. We're just going to get all the other details ready to go so we can roll it out the door on December 3rd.
Molly, another point that came up in the last couple of presentations we were doing, you get to pay later too. Not only do you ship later, but you pay later. So
yeah, great point. You don't invoice until the order ships. So, you know, by placing that, I hate to call it like a placeholder, but you're really getting that order in and letting us know that you're securing your inventory. Here's the great thing with that too. We talk about that November 5th to like wrap up all the details. You can place an order for, let's say, 150. That's what your customers are projecting. They're going to order 150 of this great gift tower. Come November 5th, you find out, well, you have your shipping list and it's only 130. That's fine. We'll reduce it to 130. You're not going to be on the hook for the full 150. We're not going to charge you for the 150. We're going to build it to the whatever that shipping list and those final details are. And if it's more than that, that's great too. So, you know, get the order in, secure your discount, secure your pricing and inventory, and we have time to make adjustments as needed.
All right, let's see. Another question regarding individual shipping. Can you just chat about how amazing Maple Ridge is with individual shipping and handling the entire program for the customer?
I love it. I love the fact that we've been doing that for decades. And last year, when there was so many people working from home, that was a question we got all the time. Can you individually drop ship to their home residence? Of course we can. It's something our team has really mastered over the years. Simply, we have a pre-formatted spreadsheet that's on our website. You can ask our team for it. There's a lot of ways to get your hands on it. It lets you know all the information that we need. And for $4 on a G, $3.20 net, we're going to go ahead and we're going to individually drop ship each one of those packages right to the end recipient. Our team is fabulous about looking at transit times and destinations and temperatures. And, you know, we're going to take all that heavy lifting off your plate and make it really easy. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, we, about 50%, about half of our orders last year were individually drop shipped. So it's something our team has mastered and, you know, can really make your program slick and easy for your customer.
All right, it looks like that's all we have for questions for today. Molly, amazing job today. A lot of information, but it was delicious.
Like I said, go play in that section on the website, the resource center. I'm amazed by what our team has been able to put together as far as different tools. And again, if you don't see what you're looking for, just ask us. We'll get our hands on it. And don't forget, we have another webinar coming up on Thursday, so come back and join us then.
Thank you.
Have a good day, everyone.